Hello, insiders. How are you guys today? Today, we're going to talk about how a renowned family's child not rest on her family's laurels, but with hard work and sheer determination, create one of Bangkok's renowned service office. After completing her higher studies in the UK, today's guest could not let her life be slipping her by and made sure she left a mark in the world. Sarinya Tanchawal is the founder of Hemisphere Service Office and Conference Space, which provides service offices in Bangkok's downtown area of Surawongse. Okay, Sarinya, let's hear it from you.
Hi, everyone. Um, just briefly introduce myself then. Hi, I'm Sarinya Tanchawal, and my nickname is Tick, so you can call me if that's easier for you. I'm Thai, and I graduated from the Faculty of Commerce and Accountancy, Bangkok University, majoring in International Business Management, international program. And then after I graduated, I worked for 3 years, and then I continued my master's in UK. I did master's in marketing management from Aston University, and after that, then I've been working for my family business for more than 14 years already.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about your family. While doing the research, your company is called School Thai United, and I
Yeah,
saw that it was started in the late 1940s, huh? That's
yeah.
like 60, 70 years back.
Right. Yeah. The company was actually founded by my grandfather, Kun Sawangse, and after that, in the second generation, my mom continued the business. And since I graduated, I've been helping my mom together with my brother. So, like as a family, we've been working and helping with our family business. So the company was actually founded in 1946. So this year marks the 69th anniversary of our
Wow.
company.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm a little bit curious, huh? And it's a little bit of a personal question.
Hmm.
Your family has amounted so much wealth. Why,
Hmm.
why did you even choose to come into the business?
Ah, well, frankly speaking, in the beginning, like initially, I was actually, it was my mom idea. Actually, I was like wanting to go and find some working experience outside, like in other companies. But then my parents would, back then, they preferred me to work in a company. And then we actually had a debate of why I should go and work outside first. And then, but since I've been working here, you know how it ends, right? So actually, I lost the debate, and here I am working with a family business. And in the beginning, I admit that I feel like it's burden because it was not my choice. And but later on, my thought changed, and it's not just me, because working in a family business to me now, it means a lot more than that. Like because we have like 70 people in our organization, and it's not just me, my mom, my dad, and my brother, but it means the family of our employees and everyone also being depending on our guidance at, like our leadership. So for me, working in a family business now is my choice to do so. And I feel that, with my leading and my contribution, it means, you know, um, it means a lot more for, the families of the people in my business. Yeah, so that's how I am.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I have personally used the service of Skunthai, right, at the Skunthai Towers, and I'm
Yeah.
impressed by the how much the staff took care of me. So I get that it doesn't come as a like it doesn't come just from the payment of money, but I think how you're taking care of them left them with the experience that this is their home, this is their family, and they take
Mm.
care of other people like that as well. And I
Mm.
think that is, I'm not sure, but I'm assuming that's one of the core values of Sekundhai. And
Mm.
that is why I think your family has flourished, like your company, your family's company has flourished through these years, and also has has a few renowned clients who trust you, right? You want to tell us a
Mm.
little bit about that?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, like the business that is now like 69 years that I mentioned earlier is actually on the door hardware security solutions. So the company was actually we provide the locks, hinges, and door accessories, and those pirated steel doors to residential and commercial projects all over Thailand. And we also have another business segment, which is sports flooring, the indoor sport flooring and the stadium seating, the sports stadium, and also the auditorium seating for international school and universities. So that's our main business for the past almost 7 decades. But like later on, at some point, and we thought that it would be a good idea to diversify our business into other segments, and that's how we enter into this real estate business 20 years ago. My parents developed and built this 42-story high-rise building on Surawong Road, and it is the condominium office, which means each unit space it was bought and owned by different different owners. So, but however, we still own like around 30% of the space in which I've been recently doing the marketing for this existing space and rent it out and buy the tenants. That's how I got into this business.
Okay, great. Now, hearing all that you have said,
Mm-hmm.
there's so much going on for you already. How did you get
Yeah.
into doing service office? I, like it comes out of the blues, or like what happened?
Um, it's actually the our existing space that we own. It was
In the Sekuntai
quite big.
building, right?
Yeah, it is in the school type building, and it is the space is quite large. It's around like like each unit is 200 to 300 something square meters, and that is considering large space for SMEs. And how I got this idea is that, like I've been doing a lot of business networking, and the people in my contacts and my connections, there are more like SMEs, so there are smaller scales, and many people came to me and they look at our building and then they say the space are too big, and that's how I got an idea of, okay, so there's a demand for a smaller space, so in which we already own the space, so why not making it into smaller space for each unit to cater with this demand for this segment. So that's how I got the idea of, like, so it would be a good idea if we can have a group of smaller space for like company owner or startup company owner or even like SMEs scale, so that they are grouped together and then they could also network with each other and share contacts among my clients. So I thought, okay, that's a good idea. So we discussed within our management team. So that's how, yeah, that's how I got this idea. So before we actually started the project. We did the feasibility studies first to make, just to ensure that this project can be successful. Otherwise, without the solid data that back up our ideas, then it could fail or it could go wrong. So we actually did this feasibility studies, and we calculate all the costs involved, the expense, like how much money we need to renovate, and how am I gonna find the customer, and like I set the pricing and everything. So once the project is feasible, so we started to doing the planning, design, and also the renovation after. I mean the construction. Yeah.
Okay, great. So let me recap.
Mm-hmm.
You started around asking around in your network, and your network says the space that you have is like 200 meters or 300 meters. It's too
Yeah,
big.
too big.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Once that happened, then instead of seeing it as a problem and then
Mm-hmm.
like falling back, you saw
Mm-hmm.
it as an opportunity. You said, why not? Let's divide it into smaller space, and then we can give it out to SMEs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you didn't have a knowledge about doing a service office. So the first thing
Mm-hmm.
you went and do is first if there's a demand for and if it's feasible, right? With
Mm-hmm.
financially, correct? So
Yep.
now, how did you manage to get your first customer in the door?
Actually, I'm very lucky because I'm like I've been very like participating in business networks called BNI, like Business Network International, and actually the I've already seen the demand in my network. So I'm sure that once the project's finished, then I can find a customer. I'm very lucky that I'm right. Then after we get the project done and decorated, then right away I could get the clients within 1 week after we open. So I think this is because I saw the demand already. So I customize the solution that I can offer and cater to this segment. So once the project's done, I get the customer right away.
Okay, so you said you were lucky. You know what Oprah Winfrey say about luck? She said luck is about preparation meets opportunity. So
Yep.
you prepared yourself in such a way, and the opportunity was there, and
Mm-hmm.
that's how luck happens.
Yep.
Um, Tell me before did you have any challenges in regards to the design or the architecture or any of those in that phase of preparation?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The first challenge that we got was that the cost that we estimated was not cover some of the items, and like as like I told you that this is one of my very first project that I initiate and carry on. So there's something that I was what I didn't taken into account because I didn't know. And then when we actually implement the project, there are some other unexpected costs rose up, and like here there's some other expense came up. And the first challenge was the cost that we estimated was, like was not covered. So we need some extra budget in order to get the project done. Yeah. So how I solved this was we divided the project into two phases. Like initially we would do the service office that covering two floors, but we cut it in half and we started with the first phase in which we only do one floor. And actually, it was a good decision because it gave us some extra budget in order to cover some other miscellaneous expense that came up. Yeah, so that's the first challenge we got.
So let me understand. You have a project, and the project say costs 100 baht, and
Mm.
then that 100 baht involve the decoration of two floors. But
Mm-hmm.
once going into the going into the development of the project, then you saw that there were some uh, uh, costs that you didn't take into account. So you
Yeah.
cut out one floor, and that
Mm.
left out around say 40 baht out of your expense, which you then came and compensate for the things that you didn't see before,
Yeah.
and that's what allowed you to open it without any what you call financial breakdown, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's correct.
Okay, now could can you tell me like how did you bring the money to start the project? Did you use your own money in the bank, or how did you finance it?
It was the it was the company's money. Like we like this building was built and owned by our subsidiaries in a school ties group, and it's called Somjit Patana Company Limited. And we actually financed the project by using the company money that the cash flow that we had. We mm, we didn't take the loan though, but sorry, we some like I would say 80% of the project was the company money, and then the remaining part that we still like off we took from the loan of the bank. Yeah, that's how
Okay.
we got financed the project.
And when did money start coming in? Like in the development phase itself, or once you opened up?
The development phase itself, because the major cost that we had was the renovation of the space. So, like we had this one big floor, and then we decorated into, small sub office. Together with, we had this conference space in which we use for training, meetings, and seminars, so that it's convenient for my customer. So, so main cost that we had was the space renovation. So we started to use the money, like, when we hired an architect to design for us, then we had contract them in, then we pay for them, so that's how it gets going.
Okay. And so could you tell me how many rooms or how many offices are there, and
Mhm.
what are the facilities and the amenities?
Okay. We're a small office though, but with being small, I think is our one of our advantage because we are very flexible, and our existing customer is very happy. Like they love it because the staff are friendly, and because we are flexible. We currently have 6 offices, and we also have two small meeting rooms, and the amenities that like the office rental costs already include the internet facilities as well as coffee and beverages. So that's what we offer for our customer. We also have the printing facilities, but it will be the cost of printing per page, but our customer didn't print that much, so they're okay with paying extra. We also providing the voice over IP phone, in which the customer can call the other IP phone in other countries. So our foreign customer that renting our office can utilize this facility to save their calling expense. What else do we have? We have service. Because we are a service office, so we offer a reception. So customer just move, like just move, bring the bag and move in. So we already had the furniture, and so everything was just ready to move in for working. So we also have this mailing service, like when the customer.
Hello? Hello?
Hello? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You
Okay.
broke off a bit.
Hello.
I lost you. I lost you at mailing. What were you saying about mailing?
Okay. So just continue now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. The mail we have this mailing service, and in which our customer that rent our virtual office when they have this mailing came in, we collect the letter, and they can either come collect it or we can just repost it for us. So that's more or less what. Mhm.
Okay, so I want to understand what exists in a service office. So for you, you have
Mhm.
12 service offices, right?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
and in that service office, you fully furnish it for the customer, one.
Yeah.
Two, you have
Yeah.
a secretarial receptionist that answers the phone and then connects it to that company, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Three, you have a free Wi-Fi for the customers.
Mhm.
Four, you have voice over Wi-Fi telephone system for them,
Yeah.
and this is also free. And five, you
No, it's
no,
mhm.
no,
It's not.
it's add-on charge, right? Additional charge.
It's an then
Hello,
pay
hello.
per your actual usage.
Oh, so you have a specified usage, and if it's over that, then there's an additional charge.
Yeah.
Okay, correct. And then you have a what you call interface service like printing and all that, right?
Yeah. We call it
O-
printing facility.
Okay, printing facilities, and
Yeah.
that's charged per
Mm-hmm.
time or per usage or per paper, something like that.
Yeah.
And then there's
Correct.
a small conferences space that they can use as a meeting room if they have clients or somebody coming in, correct?
Yeah. That's correct.
Okay, and that conference room, is it charged or they can use it, but they have to come and schedule it for themselves?
For every test that rents our service office, we offer 6 hours free usage of the meeting room per month. But if they exceed that, they can buy the meeting room package in which is available. Like they can buy additional hour, or they can just buy the package of 6 hours, so it's cheaper. Yeah,
Okay,
and to use the book, yeah, and to use the meeting room is by booking, so the customer can book in advance when they want to use the meeting room.
okay. Did I miss out any service?
No, you didn't. But I just want to add that across the floor, we also own a conference space. So apart from the service office, we also offer like a conference space that also provide the catering service for customer who wants to do seminars, trainings, or meetings. So I also had that. So my customer is, those who rent our office, they're happy with this because they, from time to time, they have this seminar that they need to organize, or they have this trainings that they want to arrange for the customer. So it's just across the floor and it's very convenient for my customer. So that's one of the value added that, my office offers for my customers.
Yeah, I think that's very important because your competitive edge is having that conference space. With that conference
Mm-hmm.
space, what you allow the customers to have is a seminar room,
Mm-hmm.
a parking space, a catering service, all in one. So
Yeah,
the hassle that the customer has to face in going to the hotel or all that is all taken care of, right?
right.
That's very
Right.
very smart of you, I can say. And
Thank you.
also, I what else did I see? Also, another thing that your service office allow is car park spaces in the building, right?
Yep.
Do they have to pay extra or they have a allotted parking lot?
If they come and they use our service, if they get the validated stamp, it's free. But if they come and then, for outsider, if they come park in our building and if they don't use, I mean, if they're not a customer that the conference space or the service office, then they would have to pay, and we charge for 50 baht per hour if there's validated stamps. Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm going to that's the service you provide, right? And I'm gonna separate the
Mhm.
service from the income streams. I'm going to talk about the income streams. So the income streams you're getting is the monthly rent,
Mm-hmm.
the extra package for the small conference room,
Mm-hmm.
the big conference room rentals for seminars, right? Then there's
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you
Mm-hmm.
get the parking this thing, right? The parking fees.
Yep.
You also get
Yep.
the printing services income streams,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes you get voice over IP
Fine.
when they exceed their this thing, right? So that's I think around seven income streams, right? Did I miss any?
I lost you.
Hello?
Hello. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Did I miss any income streams?
Um. Okay. Just now you mentioned the service office, and it's actually have. I also have another income stream that's from the virtual office service. That means the customer that come host their business address with us, but they don't come to use the space. So we offer the business address for them, the company signage, and the mailing service. So I have this customer that doesn't come and sit in the office, but they it's
They
like
have the
they rent.
mailbox there.
Yeah, right. They rent like mailing business address. So I have this package as well that you know is called virtual office package. Yeah, so I also have the income from this package.
Oh, and do you have a lot of companies that do that? How many?
Yeah. Currently we have 8 companies. Yeah, but but the advantage is, the actual space, office space that we have, we only have 6 offices. But by providing the virtual office, I can have a limited number of the customers. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
So you're leveraging your service, uh, circumventing physical space, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, I said one advantage that we have over other competitor is because we had very low cost. We can charge only 1/3 of the price of the service office, considering it's the same sizing space. So we are very competitive on pricing, and our customer is very happy on that. Mm.
Okay. Now, um, tell me about your target segment or target customer. Uh, how do you First of all, who are your target customers, and how did you find them? How
Okay,
did you prospect for your customers?
right. Okay, this business, so into series of the income stream. First is from the service and virtual office, and the second is from the conference space for seminars. So for the first group, my target is startup companies that has only 1 to 10 staffs or employee in that company, and they want a smaller space, such as like from 15 to 30 square meters per room. So that's my target. So it could be SMEs or company owners, startup companies that
Wow.
want the
So
office space. Mm,
what you're saying is very valuable because SMEs or startups, right? They don't have a
mm,
lot of money up front. They have a little bit seed money, maybe from their own pocket or their own family, and they need to
yes.
find a place where they have an address, and that address has to be lucrative enough for the customers to believe and trust them. And on the other
Mm,
hand, they need to lower the cost as much as possible. And if they don't do that,
yep.
then their prospect of accomplishing a successful business is nearly not there because like how am I going to get through all that payments per month if all these expenses keep piling up and I'm just starting out and still in the phase of prospecting customers, right? So the value that you're
Right.
adding over there is, I think it's quite valuable to the SMEs. Now, apart from that market, first of all, how did you target? How did you find these SMEs in the first place?
Um, most, 100% of my customer is from the business network I participated in. And which I
BNI?
mentioned, yeah, I mentioned earlier, is BNI, Business Net International. So I would say all of my clients was referred by my contacts in BNI. So I did actually some, some Google AdWords, but it didn't bring me the customer. Okay, I did that, just, the marketing sake, but I would say most of my all of my customer is from BNI. Hmm. So that's how I got my contacts and customers. Yeah.
By the way, people listening, BNI is full name is Business Network International. It's an international organization that pass on referrals from one business owner to another. If you want to know more about what BNI is, you can contact Tik, and she'll take you to one of the meetings, and maybe you can find network opportunities there for yourself.
Yeah.
Anyways, my point is, if you listen to Tik or Sarin, I call it Tik, her nickname is Tik. If you listen to Tik, right, what she's saying over there is this business or this game is about relationship. The relationships that she built with the people in her networks in BNI is giving her the value of creating the prospects or the customers that she want. She tried on Google, that didn't bring her anything. I think that the what's missing between the two is trust. Like people has to have trust to accept something like this. I think. Do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah. Because by people trusting, then they are confident to. And if other people trust me, they would willing to introduce me to their friends or their contact, their network. So by building a good relationship with the people around me, also add value by, it add value by the contacts and the relationship there. Their hand, they are willing to open up and doing the offices and like the training and seminar space. So when they know me, that I do this and I provide a value to them, so they don't hesitate to refer their friends or family to get to know me and use my service.
Okay, great. Now, if I went relating to the people in that network or to people around me from coming from trust, right? But if I'm doing it so that I just want like okay to sell my stuff or product, what's the impact of that? Like if I'm not building relationships, but instead I'm trying to just sell something, like what would happen then?
Well, so trust works two ways. So if you build the trust, then it would add value to you. However, if you do something wrong or you don't provide the the service that you promise, then it could also jeopardize the relationship you have. So what I always do is I make sure that people in my contacts and also my customers are happy and satisfied with the service I delivered and provide to them. So that's just to ensure that my friends and my contacts, they could be confident to refer clients to me, and I will do my best to accommodate them, and I won't let them down. So
Okay, great.
that's how that works. Yeah. Um, just want to share something I learned, that when you do this kind of project or this or any other real estate project. So I think it's quite important to provide some extra cost that that might incur, like say provide 20% of the total cost just in case there's some other things that came up and it was not taken into account in the first place when you start calculating the feasibility of the project. So by providing some like extra allowance here, then it gives you some space when there's something unexpected occur. So I just want to add that.
Great. So what you're saying is, if your feasibility is done at 100 baht, add another 20 baht for unforeseeables, so that when the
Mm-hmm.
unforeseeable actually happen, it doesn't come as a shock or an emergency for you, right? And then
Right,
you're
right.
like, then you have a problem with cash flow, which could leave you stuck there only.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. We are coming to the we're coming to the end of the conversation, and
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to ask, do you have any real estate entrepreneurs who are your idols?
Um, the Okay, if talking about real estate idol, then I admire Kun Charan from the TCC, as he was, has a lot of experience in this business segment,
Commercial real
and
estate, huh?
yeah, real estate. And I look at how they develop their real estate, and some of the ideas could be good for inspiration. So yeah, that's one of my idols.
Okay, great. I think with what you shared today, you must have become idols, like idol for other people also. I think people would want to contact you. I've left your email address on the screen.
Hmm.
So those of you who wants to contact her, don't ask her out for a date, okay? She's beautiful. She's beautiful and she's unmarried, but I'm protective of her as a sister. And also ask her for advice or ask her for guidance about how to set up a service office. That'll be great. She would love to contribute that to you.
Hmm.
So before we end, how was this interview for you?
It was fun. Yeah, yeah, it was fun and a good experience for me too. Yeah.
Okay, great. That's it for us today, Insiders. I hope you got value out of today, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.